This program is brought to you by the Ottawa Sun. News with attitude.
Well, the release of this movie couldn't be better timing, really. When you think about it, we just had the provincial election. I want you to imagine in the provincial election, a Nazi party runs for election and runs in the campaign and ends up getting elected. Well, that's part of the story of the Scarecrow Club, and we are joined by three of the actors. We've got Ryan Palmer, Brendan Martin, and Faye Rowland. Welcome to the show, guys. Great to have you here. Faye, first of all, let's get a synopsis of this story. I mentioned a little bit portion of it, but give us... There's more to it than just that. It's a bit of a controversial topic. I think everyone would agree.
Yeah, actually, this is Brendan. Brendan's got it all kind of, the synopsis,
all
ready
right.
to go.
So Brendan, do it.
All right, so as you said, there's an election in Ontario and the neo-Nazi party gets voted in. And my character's Mason, obviously, like a lot of people, is a little worried about this. And unfortunately, the neo-Nazis hurt part of Sarah's family, and so we're both very
passionate. We're passionate about the Nazis not getting elected into not taking over and everything, because yeah, my family was hurt. Brendan helps me, and so he's very angry, and it's sort of that story.
Yeah, and it's before they get into office.
Okay.
Is where it takes place.
Now, Richard, the writer, director, producer, cameraman, audio guy, this is what you often see. He's standing off to the side here, but maybe, Ryan, you can answer this. Did he choose this topic for a specific reason? Did he explain to you guys why he wanted to do this type of movie?
Directly, no. However, there was a number of conversations with his father, who was also involved in the production as well. His father was he's Dutch.
Okay.
And he was actually in Holland at the time of the Nazi invasion and so forth. And so it's a very personal thing, I would imagine, for the family itself.
Right.
I'm not sure if that's the driving force for the reason that this was written, but it certainly must have been a factor, yeah.
Well, I wonder, did you guys get emotionally involved in the story? Because he's written the story, but you're acting out the parts.
I think you really cannot get involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty hefty, hefty theme that we're dealing with.
Of course,
so.
It becomes really more personal for you,
Yeah.
right? Are you all full-time actors all the time? Acting?
Brendan, you're a pretty full-time actor.
Yeah, that and video production and things like that.
Yeah, and I mean, same with, Brendan goes behind the camera as well. I do too, so we all kind of do a bunch of different things, and you work.
Yeah, I'm acting and producing, but I also have businesses and other interests as well.
You all do models too. You're so pretty.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna blush now. This is awesome. I like
Say
this.
that about me. We actually have a clip of the film, and to give people an idea, a better idea of what the film's about. Let's check this out.
International attention is now focused on the province of Ontario in disbelief and shock as the nation's most populous province is just elected, the Nazi Party.
We are looking forward to running this province with diligence and passion. There are going to be many changes that are going to affect a lot of people.
You sold your soul, didn't you?
I really don't think you have a clue what's going on here.
And that Victor guy, I don't think he's gonna quit.
If it comes to it, I'll deal with it.
Just watch your back. They travel in packs like wolves.
Thanks for the nature tip.
I'm serious. These guys are really bad, and they'll just pop out of nowhere.
Wow.
The quality is unbelievable, and I know we say that a lot of times when we're talking about a film. You know, this isn't a big budget film, Brennan. What about some of the challenges of working on a film like this? What sort of challenges did you guys go through?
Well, I think just with any film, you always have day-to-day challenges. I remember one day we were out, was it Denver?
Yeah, it's far away.
Unfortunately, Faye had car trouble.
I had like the worst day.
And she was sick.
And I was sick, so my car didn't start that morning, so I took a taxi, which was $100 by the time I got
I'm
there.
surprised that's all it was.
And then I was sick, like to the point where we're in a scene and I'm running to the bathroom just because I'm just so not feeling well. But we got through it. I mean, it was fine.
Yeah.
We had a really great crew. Like the chemistry with everybody was really great, which is not always like that.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
we were really, really lucky. Everybody kind of pulled through and helped me when I was sick. Yeah.
So I kind of got a feel of your characters. Ryan, what about your character?
I'm the bad guy.
I'm
the bad guy. Yeah, I'm the bad guy.
Describe your character.
Victor is actually the nephew of the Nazi Party head that gets elected into power. And I'm really just an angry hothead that has a bone to pick with anybody that has anything to say against me, my uncle, or the whole entire notion of Nazism and what it stands for. And yeah, so it was a fun role. I tend to always be the bad guy, but it was a good role, and Victor was
Challenge to play.
he was well. The disturbing part about it was it wasn't as much of a challenge to play because there's a lot of aspects in him that I was able to pull from my own character, my own personality.
Interesting.
You can save that for therapy later.
Yeah, yeah. There's been lots of therapy after this film, but
So is it fair to say, Brennan, you and Faye, you're sort of are you the hero and heroine of the story?
Yeah, I would say so. So yeah, we know each other first, and then we're introduced to the Nazi Party through our eyes and through our past experiences. So that's kind of why I am.
Is there a romance between the
Maybe.
characters?
There might be something.
Well, yeah, because there's two different trailers, right? There's this one that we just saw, and then there's one that's just music. And
Yeah.
has no actual spoken word. It's very powerful.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it's a
is.
really nice trailer.
You've got the big screening coming up at the Mayfair Theatre, July the 10th. Should people get tickets beforehand? Do you show up at the door? What's the best way?
yeah, I think it would probably be a better idea to get the tickets before.
Yeah.
As soon as you can, buy as many as you can.
It's just really nice to support, this is Richard's first feature film.
Mhm.
This is all Ottawa-based actors, producers, audio guys. I did want to mention Derek Price did a really great job filming, and Trevor Goulet was doing audio. He did an awesome job. There's Angela, makeup. If I'm forgetting anybody, I'm sorry. But a lot of great people in Ottawa that made this film possible, and just to support local Ottawa filmmakers.
I couldn't agree more,
Yeah.
because there's so much talent in the city, and unfortunately we see a lot of them leave the city, so it's nice to see that a lot of talent is remaining here. And there's opportunity too, which is which
They
we're
could all be
bringing
models.
That could all be models. There you go. You have a modeling career coming up next. Again, it's the Scarecrow Club. The screening is at the Mayfair Theatre on July the 10th. Get your tickets beforehand. It kicks off at 7 p.m. Don't go away. More daytime coming up right after this. Thanks, guys. Great. Thanks, Brennan.